They left you wounded, didn't they? Cut you deep. I can see it in your eyes. Hollow. Shattered. Like someone slowly ripped your soul apart piece by piece. Yeah. People are masters at that, aren't they? Making you believe they care, pretending they're by your side. They reach out, offer you their trust, their friendship, love, promises. But at the end of it all, they let you down. And they do it with a smile. Like it's just another day, and you let it happen. Let them cut you over and over. You kept hoping maybe, just maybe, they didn't mean it. Maybe this time it'd be different. Maybe they'd finally realize, finally see the damage they caused. But here's the truth. They won't. They won't wake up. They'll never recognize what they did. And even if they did, they wouldn't care. But you care, don't you? Deep down, it eats away at you. Makes you question who you are. Why you're not enough. And the worst part, you think it's your fault. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know what it's like to be someone's punchline. To be a pawn in someone else's twisted game. But let's get one thing clear. They hurt you. But they'll never get the chance to do it again. Want to know why? Because from here on out, you decide who gets close. Who gets a piece of you? Not them. Not anyone else. No more playing the victim. No more letting them twist the knife. You take that pain, that fury, and you turn it into something powerful. See real pain? It's a gift, not something to run from, no. Pain brings clarity. Pain is the reminder of what they put you through, and what you'll never allow again. Because here's the thing about people, they love to play the innocent card. They act like they didn't know what they were doing. Like all that damage was just some misunderstanding. But you're wiser now, aren't you? Yeah, you've seen the truth. They knew. They always knew. Every lie. Every betrayal. Every time they looked you dead in the eye and said it was all okay, they knew exactly what they were doing. And you let them walk away with it. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. Because you've been taught to do that. Be nice. Be patient. Be forgiving. Right. And what did that get you? Nothing. It's time to stop pretending. Stop playing by their rules. Ever wonder why they keep showing up? Why it's always the same ones coming back to take another shot? It's because they know you're soft. Sure, you put up walls, act tough, but deep down, they know they've got you on a string. They sense it. The hesitation. The self-doubt. Every time you pause, every time you wonder if you're just being too much. That's when they come in. They know you'll give them another chance. That you'll brush it off. Because you're too busy trying to be the better person, right? But the better person, they're the ones who get crushed under the weight of their own kindness. That needs to end. You need to understand something. In this world, no one's handing you anything. No one's got your back. Everyone's too wrapped up in their own survival. You're either the one doing the hurting, or the one being hurt. And I know. They told you. That's not how it works. That life's not some battlefield. But it is. It always has been. The only difference now, you know it. You're done pretending there's good in everyone. Because some people, they're pure poison. They'll drain you, shatter you. And when they're through, they'll move on without a glance back. They left you empty, didn't they? But you're done being the prey. You've walked through hell. And from now on, you make the calls, you choose who's allowed in, who gets a glimpse of who you are. And listen, not many will be worthy. The hardest part, accepting they never cared. They never did. They didn't care when they lied. They didn't care when they used you. They didn't care when they left you in pieces. That's the brutal truth. And you have to let that sink in. You have to stop searching for closure, for some magical apology that's never going to come. You've got to stop waiting for them to admit they were wrong. They won't. They're too busy chasing their own lives. Too busy moving on like you were nothing, but you've got to turn that pain into something that matters. You've got to build it into a shield, make it your armor, so thick that nothing they do or say can ever reach you again. And the best part, they'll never expect it. They think they know you inside out. That you'll always be there, waiting for that apology, hoping for a chance to set things right. But when they come back, and trust me, they always come back, you won't be there. You'll have moved on, far past them, not the way they'd predict, but in a way that leaves you untouchable. You'll be tougher, colder, wiser, and that'll haunt them. Because in the end, the real power is not in revenge. It's in knowing that you've become someone they can't hurt anymore, someone they can't ever reach again. And that's what makes you unstoppable. I know what you're thinking. But Joker, what do I do with all this anger? You harness it. You don't drown in it. You don't let it break you. No, no way. You make it your fuel. Every time you remember the pain they caused, you get a little sharper. You grow a little more dangerous. You stop waiting for a savior, because no one's coming. No one ever does. You stop expecting the world to be fair, because it's not. Fairness? Fairness is a bedtime story for fools. You've been hurt, over and over. And each time you let it knock you down, each time you went back to them hoping they'd be different. But they weren't, were they? They never are. They just keep taking. And you want to know why? Because you let them. You made yourself easy to hurt. Yeah, I said it. You gave them a way in, and they saw it. They sensed it on you like blood in the water, and they tore into you without a second thought. But now you're not that person anymore, are you? No. You've been burned, scarred, left for dead. And now you're something different. You're no longer the victim. Now you're the one in control. You're the one who decides who gets close, who gets to see what's left of that heart. You've built walls now, haven't you? Laid them brick by brick by brick. Each betrayal, each lie, just another stone in the fortress. Good. You need those walls. You deserve those walls. They keep out the predators. And believe me, there are always predators. People who smile in your face, give you a pat on the back. But the second you turn away, they're sharpening their knives. They're out there, right now, waiting for you to slip up. But you won't. Not now. Not ever again. You're done with their games. Done being the one who forgives and forgets. That version of you, gone, buried. Now you've got something they can never take away. Strength. The kind that comes from being shattered, from being ripped apart, and still standing back up. That's real power. The kind they'll never understand. Because they've never been where you've been. They've never felt the kind of betrayal you felt. That's why they'll never see you coming, you standing tall with your scars. And now, with that heart of yours scarred but beating, you're the most dangerous one here. Because there's nothing left they can take from you. You're standing at a fork in the road. This is it, right? The point where everything changes. Where you choose exactly who you're going to be from here on out. Will you stay the person they could tear apart? The one holding on to scraps of hope. Hoping for a world that finally makes sense. Waiting for them to realize what they left behind. Hoping they might feel a shred of regret. Or will you take that blade they left in your back and carve out your own way forward? This isn't about revenge. No, that's far too small. They're not worth the energy, not even a second more of your focus. Revenge ties you down, keeps you anchored to their world. Keeps you revolving around their actions, but you're past that. You're sharper. You've seen the worst of it, felt every bit of betrayal. And now, it's time to rise. Not because they deserve to be forgotten, but because you deserve your freedom. Listen, the real power, it's in realizing that their choices don't define you. They don't own you. You've already handed over enough of your thoughts, enough of your heart. But that ends here. From here on out, you're the one who chooses what you're made of. The pain they brought? Yeah, it's real. And it'll always be woven into your story. But it's not the entire book. You're not the wreck they left behind anymore. You're the survivor. The one who stared into the flames and walked out the other side. And from here, it's not about showing them anything. They don't even matter anymore. This is about showing yourself what you're made of. The ones who caused you pain, they'll keep going like nothing ever happened. Smiling. Pretending like they're the good guys in their own story. But the truth, they're trapped. Stuck in their same cycle of taking. Of hurting and moving on, taking what they can get. But you've escaped all that. You're no longer tied to their twisted version of reality. And that terrifies them, because now they see they can't control you. They can't manipulate you. They can't drag you back into their mess. You've built walls of your own, strengthened your mind, and now you stand tall, not alone, but with the power that comes from surviving. So here it is. They hurt you, but they'll never hurt you again. Not because they've changed, but because you have. You took every single thing they threw at you and turned it into armor they can't touch. You became something they didn't see coming. And that's the real strength. Not in holding on to anger, not in vengeance,
but in finding your own peace.
It's a strange thing, isn't it? The minute you stop giving them power, they lose every bit of it. And that's when you win. Not with some big display, not with shouting, but in silence. The silence that says they can't reach you anymore. Let them try to come back. Let them think they can still get to you. You'll see it from miles away. You've learned how the game works. You know exactly what it takes to survive now. And when they try to pull you down, to sink their teeth into you again, you'll laugh, because this time you're the one in control. This time you decide who gets to feel the pain. And it won't be you. They left their mark on you once, but they won't do it again.
That chapter closed. And the new you? They're not prepared for that.
They're not ready for the version of you that rises from the ruins stronger than ever, with absolutely nothing left to fear. They're powerless to hurt you now, because you finally learned the truth. The only one who can hurt you now is you. And you're done letting that happen.